chapter number 1, right? If you remember, students, in the previous lecture, we completed up to question number 5 of exercise 1.3. Now today we are beginning with the question number 6. So let's say the question number 6, students. The question number 6 is, a certain freezing process requires that room temperature be lowered. Lowered means to reduce down, right? So lowered from 40 degrees Celsius at the rate of 5 degrees Celsius every hour. That means right now the temperature is 40 degrees Celsius. After every 1 hour, the temperature will be lowered. That means it will be decreased by 5 degrees Celsius. So what will be the room temperature 10 hours after the process begins? That means, students, right now the temperature is 40 degrees Celsius. After every 1 hour, the temperature will be reduced by 5 degrees Celsius. That means if right now it is 40, so after 1 hour it will be 35. Then after 1 hour it will be 30. So on. We have to calculate for that. We have to calculate, students, that what will be the room temperature after 10 hours, right? So let's see the calculation here. After every 1 hour, the temperature reduced by 5 degrees Celsius. Therefore, after 10 hours, the temperature will be lowered by, that means after 10 hours the temperature will be reduced by how much, right? See, 1 hour 5 degrees Celsius. So 10 hours, that means you have to multiply 10 and 5, students. So 10 multiplied by 5, that means 50 degrees Celsius. That means 50 degrees Celsius the temperature will be lowered. We didn't have answered the question that what will be the temperature after 10 hours. We have only answered the half part, that is how much the temperature will be lowered. That means temperature कितना कम होगा वो बताया है, ये नहीं बताया है कि 10 hours के बाद कितना होगा. So after 10 hours the temperature will be, therefore temperature after 10 hours, okay, initially, students, it was 40 degrees Celsius, right? And in the process of lowering down, the temperature is reduced by 50 degrees Celsius. So 40 minus 50, that means we are doing the reverse subtraction. That means initial one is a smaller one, 50 is a greater, right? So but obviously your answer will be in the negative, right? Now it's your addition and subtraction of integers, students. One is positive, another is negative. So we will do the subtraction. So 50 minus 40 is what? 10. And as 50 is greater, so I am giving the sign of 50 to this answer. That means it is minus 10 degrees Celsius, right? Even if you are not able to understand this, what you can do, you can take an analysis that after 1 hour what will be the temperature, after 2 hours what will be the temperature, after 3 hours. So you can have a list of the entire entire timing, that after this particular hour what will be the temperature. That is also one of the way to get this answer. I hope, students, you understood this question. Okay, students, now let's see the next question, that is question number 7. In a class test containing 10 questions, that means there is a class test which contains the 10 questions. 5 marks are awarded for every correct answer. That means if the student is giving the right answer, so for that 5 marks will be given. So one correct answer, 5 marks. And minus 2 marks for every incorrect answer. Now if the student is giving the wrong answer, so minus 2 marks will be cut down. And 0 for the questions not attempted. That means if the student is not writing anything, so for that 0 marks will be there. So but obviously if you don't attempt anything, then you cannot get any marks. In that, the first question is Mohan gets, there is a student that named Mohan. So Mohan gets 4 correct and 6 incorrect answer. That means out of 10, Mohan 4 answers are right and 6 answers are wrong. What is his score? What is his score? So let's see the calculation that how much the Mohan is getting the score. Okay, so first I will be writing correct answer marks. So correct answer marks. Okay, how much the Mohan answers are correct? 4. Now marks of every one question is 5. So 4 5s are 20, right? Now incorrect answer marks. So incorrect answer marks. Now how many incorrect questions are there? 6. Now every one incorrect answer minus 2 marks will be cut down. So 6 into minus 2, total 12 marks will be cut down out of 20. So here student it is minus 12, right? Now he has got 20, but due to the incorrect answer, so 12 marks are being cut. So total score of Mohan is 8. So we can write 20 minus 12, student, that is 8, right? So this is the total score of Mohan, that is 8. I hope students you understood this first sub question of question number 7. Okay students, now let's see the second sub question of question number 7, that is Reshma gets 5 correct answers and 5 incorrect answers. That means out of 10 questions, right, Reshma 5 answers are correct and 5 answers are wrong. So we have to calculate her score. So let's see the students the calculation of this particular question. Correct answer marks. So correct answer marks, right? So how many questions are correct? 5. What is the score of one correct answer? That is 5. One question 5. So 5 5s are 25. Right? Now incorrect answer marks. Incorrect answer marks. Now incorrect answer marks, students, right? How many questions are incorrect? 5. And one question carries 2 marks. Now 5 into minus 2, students, it is minus 2. 5 into minus 2 is minus 10. So we have to subtract 10 from this 25. So what will be the score of Reshma? 15. Right students? So the score of Reshma is 15. Right? So we can here write down therefore total score is equal to 15. Right? Okay students, now let's see the third sub question of question number 7, that is Hina gets 2 correct and 5 incorrect answers out of 7 questions she attempted. That means Hina has attempted 7 questions. Out of 7 questions, her 2 answers are correct and 5 answers are incorrect. That means she didn't have attempted the 3 questions. That is nothing to worry, right? Because that contains 0 marks only, right? So here also we have to calculate her score. So let's see the calculation, students. So correct answer marks. Correct answer marks, right? How many questions are correct? 2. And every correct answer she will be awarded with a 5. So 2 5s are 10. Now incorrect answer marks. So incorrect answer marks, students. How many questions she has? How many questions are incorrect? 5. Right, and every incorrect it is minus 2. So 5 multiplied by minus 2, that means it is minus 10. Now 10 minus 10, students, if we see, so 10 minus 10 we get the score as 0. So this is the score of Hina. Therefore total score of Hina is 0. That means she has not got any marks out of this attempted questions. I hope students you are able to understand the question number 7. Okay students, now let's see the 8th question. A cement company earns a profit of rupees 8 per bag of white cement sold. That means when the company is selling a bag of white cement, at that point of time the company is making 8 rupees profit on one bag. That means if the company is selling one bag of white cement, they earn a profit of 8 rupees, right? And a loss of rupees 5 per bag of grey cement sold. Now if they are selling the grey cement, they are making a loss of 5 rupees per bag, right? That means on one bag, if they are selling one bag of grey cement, if they are selling, they are making a loss of 5 rupees, right? There are two kinds of cement students which are available in the market, that are white and the grey. White is generally used for the plaster and all, right? And this grey, the one which you are using for the construction purpose. Okay. Now based on that, the first question is, the company sells 3000 bags of white cement. Now the company is selling how many bags of white cement? 3000 bags of white cement and 5000 bags of grey cement. Now, and they are selling how many bags of grey cement? 5000 in a month. So what is its profit or loss? What is its profit or loss? So let's see the calculation, students. Okay, first I am taking the bags of white cement. So now see, white cement, so there is a profit, so I am here writing profit on selling white cement bags is equal to, now how many bags are there? 3000, and per bag profit is 8. So 3000 multiplied by 8. 3000 multiplied by 8. So it is roughly, not roughly, but it is 24,000 rupees profit. Right? So 24,000 profit. Now, another is a grey cement. So what obvious, we are incurring a loss on selling the grey cement, students. So loss on selling grey cement bags. Now how many bags they are selling? 5000. Now the loss on one bag, student, the loss on one bag is 5 rupees. So 5000 multiplied by 5 is 25,000. So 25,000 rupees loss. Now students, if you wish, you can write this 5 as minus 5 also. You can write this 5 as a minus 5 also, because loss actually means we are going the reverse. That means the negative side. So for your purpose you can write here, but right now I am not here doing any kind of changes. I am keeping as it is, as a profit or loss only, right? Now see, overall loss the company is making of 25,000, right? Total loss is of 25,000. Now out of 25,000 the company has made a profit of 24,000, right? So 25,000 में से 24,000 उनका recover हो चुका है. Now how much it is still pending? So still there is a loss of 1,000. So we can write, therefore overall loss, we can write, students, overall loss is equal to, now 25,000 minus 24,000. So 25,000 minus 24,000 is equal to rupees 1,000. So the overall loss which the company is actually making, that is of only 1,000, because 25,000 the loss was there, but from that 24,000 has been recovered, but only 1,000 is pending. So that I have written that the overall loss is of only 1,000. Okay students, now let's see the second sub question of question number 8. That is, what is the number of white cement bags if it must sell to have neither profit nor loss? That means they are asking us that how many bags of the white cement the company needs to sell so that there will be the situation that neither profit nor loss. That means ना उनको नुकसान होगा और ना ही उनको profit हो रहा है. So that is the condition, no profit, no loss. If the number of grey bags sold is 6,400 bags. Now here they are giving us one hint. Based on that only we can be able to calculate the answer, students. The number of grey bags that are sold, that is 6,400. So here when we will solve the answer, it will be comprising of two steps. The first step is, student, that is, first we need to find the loss which the company is making on selling the grey cement, right? So 6,400 bags are there. On one bag the company is making a loss of 5 rupees. So the company is making a loss of 32,000. Now that 32,000 we will be using to calculate the number of white cement bags. So it's a two-step process. So just to see here the calculation, students. Okay. So the loss on selling the grey cement bags. Okay, how many students, how many bags are there? 6,400. One bag, the loss is of 5 rupees, so 6,400 multiplied by 5. So the company is making a loss of 32,000, right? So 6,400 multiplied by 5, the company is making a loss of 32,000. Now we have to find the number of white cement bags, but see, here the company is making a loss of 32,000. So the company needs to make a profit of only 32,000 only, right? Because the situation is no profit, no loss. So 32,000 only the company needs to earn. So for that, how many bags of white cement needs to sell? So just to see the calculation here, we can do like this. One side we can write bags, another side we can write the profit. So one bag, if the company is selling the one bag of white cement, so they incur a profit of 8 rupees. Now how many bags needs the company needs to sell so that they can make a profit of 32,000 only? I hope now the things needs getting the clear into your mind, student, why I have chosen 32,000 only, because the company needs to make no profit, no loss. यानी जितना नुकसान किया उतना ही profit होना चाहिए. So 32,000 only we want to make it. So 32,000 divided by 8, 32,000 divided by 8, students. So we get the answer, that is 32 if you divide by 8, you get 4, right? So 4 and followed by 3 zeros. So the company will be selling how many bags of white cement? So the company will sell 4,000 bags, 4,000 bags of white cement, 4,000 bags of white cement. Is it clear? I hope, students, you got this question very clearly. It's little bit tricky, but when you try to take these things on a practical mode, you can be able to understand it much better. Okay, students, now let's see the last question of this exercise. Question number 9. Replace the blank with an integer to make it a true statement. That means these are the blanks which we need to finish it, right? That means we need to give the answers of that. Okay. Minus 3 multiplied by dash is equal to 27. So first of all, we should know that which number multiply with the 3, you get 27. So you will be saying that is 9. Now we have to think for the sign also, right? Now see the answer of the result, that is positive. So you can only get the answer as a positive when your both the numbers are having the negative sign. That means if the negative sign is coming 2 times, then it is possible to get the answer as a plus. So here I can say that this 9 is having the negative sign. Next one is 5 multiplied by dash is equal to minus 35. Which number you multiply with the 5 to get 35? That is 7. Now see, students, your answer is negative. That means after 2 numbers, one number needs to be negative. Now 5 is already positive, so we need to make the 7 as negative. Next one, dash multiplied by minus 8 is equal to minus 56. Which number you multiply with the 8 to get 56? That is 7. Now your answer is negative. That means after 2 numbers, one number needs to be negative. So that has already been given. So minus 8. So we'll keep 7 as it is. We are not going to make any changes in the 7. Last one, student, dash multiplied by minus 12 is equal to 132. Now which number you multiply with the 12 to get 132? So that is 11. see the answer is a positive. See here this 132 is a positive number. That means both the numbers needs to be negative. This is already negative, so we have to make this 11 as also a negative number. I hope students you are able to understand the entire exercise.